Hi guys, it's Gina and Mark again, and we wanted to do this quick little video because yesterday our live was insane. It was crazy. It was like we were at a party. I felt like we were at a family party. That's how I felt.
You know what it felt like? You remember when you used to go on the phone and do party lines? And they used to call everybody?
Yeah.
You remember party line?
Yeah.
That was like a party line, but on
social media, yeah. It was pretty cool. We were like, we couldn't believe like the response from all you guys, and I wish we could like, shout out everyone and respond to every comment and stuff, but we're old. We hardly see, and we can't read fast enough anymore.
They were going way too fast.
Yeah.
And today we went over our video because we have it, huh, babe? I watched it like 4 times. It's 2 hours, and I was like, huh, babe? I've just been on that. But what we found was our mistakes. Okay, we're learning, so we're gonna try to give each other a half an hour on the lives so that I could do some reading and learn, because she was very overwhelmed with how fast they were going.
Yeah, I was like, I was trying to, shout everybody out. I didn't want to leave nobody out, and they were just coming too fast, and
then we don't know how to stop it or rewind it, right? We were trying to get it to go back, and so everybody today, we were getting a lot of comments. Okay, do this and do that, and you could do it like this, and oh my god, so we learned a lot today, right, babe?
Yeah, we did. We were going through it. Our Saturday was, I got up, made coffee, watched our video, and did breakfast. We did a little bit more of exploring, so hopefully
our next one, right?
Our next one, yeah. We're talking about it because we got a lot of comments, and then we got some where they said like every Friday, or what did they say? Every Friday,
they said
live every Friday, or something like that.
Do lives and let us know, like announce it that you're gonna do it, and then everybody will be waiting, because there were a lot that came back saying, man, we missed it, we wish you would have been a part of it. And since we're gonna do raffles and gifts, because that's my thing, right babe?
Yeah,
I'm the one that wants to give everybody something, and I think everybody deserves something, right? But babe says, right, babe, you're gonna give everything away, and then I'm trying to look around the house for more stuff, and she's like, are you serious? Right, babe? Today I was looking at my own jackets and shit, and I was like, I haven't worn it yet though, babe. She said no. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you guys some homework. Give us back some times that will work for you on a Friday night, so that everybody will be on the same page on when we're going live. It's gonna be Fridays, because I told babe, right, Gene? I told G, they're going to want to go out, and they're going to be out and about. She wanted to go live again tonight, and I said, oh, hell no. I said, come on, are you serious? So everybody's out. It's Labor Day weekend, and everybody's out.
Everybody's out of town. Everybody's
so I said, no, let's leave them alone. You know what I mean? We don't want to be all up in their business like that. So Fridays, right? Friday, and time. We need times.
Like, what's the best time? Because we have people like, from a lot of different
states, areas. Yeah, states.
Areas,
we know there's a 3-hour difference here in New York, back east time, and then we got other countries. What was it, babe? New Zealand, huh?
Yeah, New Zealand.
New Zealand. So
we went all the way over there.
So yeah, we got New Zealand. What else, babe? Just all over Puerto Rico. Shout out to Puerto Rico.
Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, everybody. But we have a lot of times that are different from ours, right? So we want to get a good time that everybody can jump on and join in on the giveaways. And G is going to share some things on this video because I talked about my gym, you know, I've been real proud and excited about what's going on with me, and we kind of forgot about G and what's going on with G, because G's been working real hard too, right, G? You know what I mean?
I've been working OT.
Right, babe?
Gym, lashes, shop. Just
So
a lot of things that.
And then she got comments yesterday, right?
We both.
Yeah, well, we both did talk about the gym and the things that were coming out. So we're gonna try to do a half hour on me, because you know I like to talk, right? So we're gonna do some on me, and then a half hour on her. So there'll be 2 tapes that we're gonna tape and send out as half hour tapes, and we're gonna base those half hour tapes on your comments. So if we get comments back, right, babe? That we said that if we get comments back on G, what they want to hear, the women and stuff from her, then she'll cover a half hour taping, and I'll be here to assist, right?
And I'll make more videos. Sorry, Dad. I'll make more videos because I know that like a lot of women around, you know, my age, you know, like we have a lot of insecurities on how we look and everything. I have thyroid, and that kind of controls like all my systems. So, you know, I'm up and down in weight, I'm up and down in strength, I'm just it's
up
a
and
horrible
down in moods.
Yeah, moods. So it's a very it's an ugly medical condition. A lot of women may understand what I'm saying. Well, a lot of women that have it, you know. But you know, sometimes we feel, us women, sometimes we feel like we, you know, like we don't look pretty, or because I feel like that a lot of times, and I'm always asking him, like, babe, does this look right, or what do I do with this, or what do I do with that? And because his opinion is always important, because I always want to look good for him, you know. I want him to be wow. I don't want him to be wow. So
Really?
so you know, I always want to get ready, and I'm always trying to, you know, do my makeup and stuff like that, and I like to help women, you know,
Okay, so
feel good about themselves. And
okay, so now when you cut me off, that's another thing we're gonna work on.
Sorry.
No, that's really another one. That's why we're gonna do some half hours. Her, mine, so that I don't get cut off. And it's not being rude, it's just something she does, and I roll
All the time.
I roll with it. Yeah, it's all the time.
All the
you
time,
know.
not just on our videos. Or...
It's all the time. So I roll with it, you know what I mean? But I know there's a lot of things that she wants to explain, and that's something we saw in our videos, that I'm gonna take that moment to, and I even told her, you know what I mean? If I kick you, it's because I'm kicking you, like, stop, you know what I mean? You can't see under the
So
table.
if you guys
They can't see.
see me, I went, oh, that's because he wants to say something.
Yeah, but we're gonna do some half hours, right, babe?
Yeah.
And she'll have the floor to talk about her line and answer comments and stuff. But it's gonna be based on our comments that we get today, right, off this video.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna tell us what you want to hear from G, and G's gonna explain that on her half-hour video, and I'll be in the video, you know what I mean? You know, helping her out, because she has her, she has her case right here. You guys can't see it, but she has it all her setup, you know what I mean? So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna take comments from the fellas out there, you know, the vatos that want to hear about the gym and how to do this, or they want to hear my stories, because I got a lot of stories, you know. I wanted to tell you one today about my mom when I was 14, and why that little boy at 15, you know, the 15-year-old, why he touched me when I was 15, how we related, and why I got sentimental, and there's, you know, reasons behind that, and I wanted to go over it, but I don't want to take up too much time on our video when I could have my own video, right?
Yeah.
And then, or my own taping, half-hour taping,
Yeah.
and then you have your half-hour taping, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll be able to, and then we're gonna work on learning the comments, right, babe? The comments.
Yeah,
the ones that go up and down,
Yeah.
and we're getting a laptop, so
because we don't, like, we were trying to figure out today. We were looking for those comments because we wanted to go back and you know, and make a video replying to the ones that that they were going up too fast. But we couldn't figure it out, right, babe? We explored YouTube, like I said, we explored it a little bit more, and like it's crazy because it tells us like there's more male viewing than female, and then the ages, and like I didn't know all that stuff. Like all that's just good info, you know, like the ages, how the percentage of the age from what age to what age is looking at the videos, and like that's just some crazy technology. Like they're able to know all of that.
Yeah,
you know.
And we know there's a lot of questions for G, and we want to talk about topics. We want you to ask us things that are personal. If you could relate to some, or you think we might have some kind of relations on some things that you had when you were growing up, you know, let us know, because I was a troublemaker, and I can relate to a lot of guys that, you know, in my age did the same things, or even like this 15-year-old, the 20-year-old yesterday that comment that maybe are going through some stuff, and then we can touch on that, because there's a lot of things out there we want to cover, but we don't know where to start. So if you guys out there lead us with your comments, we'll follow with the answers. Does that make sense? Right?
Yeah, it makes sense.
So
we another thing
donation
that we wanted to do was that, like, you know, I seen on that thing on YouTube, and I see that we have like from the ages, I don't know how accurate that is, but it said we have like a lot of young people viewing too, you know. And so another thing is like if you guys are going through something, you know, you don't have to say or anything, but if you feel like we can give you an answer to maybe something that you're going through and you want to know, you know, we've been experienced where I'm 50. I'm just gonna face the fact that I'm 50. So even though in November,
4 months?
Yeah. So I'm 50. He's 49. So
we're 9 months apart.
Experienced a lot, you know. So if you guys feel like asking us and advice of what maybe you're going through, or you know, we glad we're like very open, right, babe? Like we're open to like things that maybe you guys want to ask us, like, well, how did we deal with it, or how did we overcome, you know, just advice in general. Sobriety,
anything, you know. I'm not ashamed of where I come from or where I've been. I'm not trying to, like, I heard a comment once was, or one of the comments was, don't put your business out there. Don't be so personal. But you know what? This is that channel. You know, I don't have a problem with it. You know, I'm okay with myself today. I'm very proud of the man I've become, and the changes that I've made. And I feel that I'm a blueprint. My son and I talk this out all the time when we go to schools and speak. We're blueprints. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have to apply to you if you don't like it. If you don't like the house that's being built, don't go to that architect that builds that house that way. Or if you like a Ford, that's okay with me. I like Chevys, or I like what other cars they say are good? Toyota. We have what do we have?
I like
a Nissan.
Jeeps. We have a
she
Nissan.
likes Jeep, and she wants her Jeep, and we're gonna get her Jeep. So you know, it's preference. It's preference in the world we live in today. Everybody buys what they want to buy. So if my blueprint don't work for you, that's okay. It's free. It's okay. It ain't gonna bother me. But I'm gonna give it to you, or hand it to you, or leave it there on the table so you can pick it up and, you know, take it with you. But it's okay. And so we're gonna get personal. I think that's the only way to help somebody, is if we can be personal with them and let them know from experience, this is what we've gone through. This is, you know, what worked for us. And again, it may not work for you, but if you take a little bit of here and a little bit of there and a little bit of there from everybody that's in your, you know, moms has a little advice, like, you know, dads have a little bit of advice. They're all different, but
Yeah.
but a little bit from everybody might help you. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that, right, babe?
So yeah, babe. This is what you said. Like, this is that channel where you can ask for advice, or like I said, if you're going through something, and if we can help you because we relate. If this is that channel. You can ask us, and we're open to questions and stuff. We went through a lot, and we did a lot of mistakes. We learned a lot of lessons, but we turned out okay.
No, we did.
We turned out okay, and we come from the same area, and so we relate a lot in that. I think that's why me and you get along so good, because like, his stories are interesting. Like, we sit here and we talk for hours on babe.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Coffee,
babe.
after coffee. And we sit here, and because it's interesting.
And I'm gonna tell,
to me.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, yeah.
Sometimes it's very interesting that because, like, what you're telling me, I know this.
Right,
and I went through this.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, see how you feel? You see? Okay, that's how I felt when that boy wrote that comment. Is that I sat in my bed, and when he said, I'm a mocoso, a travieso, right?
Yeah.
At 14 years old, I got in trouble when I was 12. I went to juvenile hall for 2 years, came home. At 14, home, I got in a car with a friend. And I mentioned him in one of my tapes that he's not with us anymore. Yesterday in the live, I mentioned that he's not with us anymore. He was 16 and I was 14, and we were into stealing cars when we were younger, and that was my teenage years. You know what I mean? That's what I got in trouble a lot for, and other things. But we stole this car. We drove all day. My mom knew about everything I was doing. You know what I mean? Being a teacher and all, and everything she did in school and all that. But she was one of those parents that didn't close her eyes to what she had. She wasn't blind, and she didn't deny it. You know what I mean? She'll be the first one to tell you, I know what I have. You know what I mean? One time I was, can I say that? Selling some weed, back in the days. And the parent came up to her and said, your boy sold some weed to my son. And she turned around and she looked at me and she goes, I know he did. But I tell him every day what's right and what's wrong. And when he leaves his house, he makes his decisions. I'm not out there with them. So the long story short is, she didn't deny it to the lady, but she didn't say it was okay either. And I got in trouble for it. I heard it when I got home. Yeah, I was young. I was about 17. Yeah, 17. I was still under 18, so I still listened to my mom. I still was very, very respectful. That's the one thing that we were taught. You go out in the streets and you do your dirt and whatever you were, but you left it out there. My mom would say, the shitted shoes, you stepped on shit when you were out there, don't bring them into my house. I don't want you tracking shit in my house. Leave that shit at the door. Don't bring it in here. Don't bring shit onto my floor. And that's how it was. So anyways, Pablo, he's not here no more. He's gone. But at 14, he was 16. We were in a car. We were cruising all day, right? We stole this car, right? So he pulls up to the house and he tells me, I'm going to drop you off, change, get ready, and we're going to go back around, It's already 3 o'clock. We've been gone all morning, from morning to 3. I was at Garfield at the time, just starting. Garfield, 14, and I didn't go to school, and my mom knew it. So when I get home, we pull up, being Pablo 16 and older, and went to the school my mom taught at Hamel. He had a lot of respect from my mom. So she goes out to the car and she tells him he ain't going with you. And I was mad. And I remember this day. And I don't care, that's this channel, real. You know what I mean? I was there. I could tell you this. I seen this. I witnessed this. She was there and she said, Pablo, no, you're not taking him. He ain't going with you. And he looked at her and the first thing he said was, all right, Miss Lerma. And I looked and I go, Mom, and I'm scolding her, Mom, go back inside. What are you doing? And she said, no, you're not going. I don't care. And I'm mad. But no matter how bad we were, we had that respect for our moms. You know what I mean? And especially our grandmothers. There was no way our uncles would allow us to open our mouths to them. You know what I mean? those were the days that they would get us, and moms didn't say nothing. Like, your uncle hit you for a reason. You know what I mean? So mom says, no, you're not going. I'm making this short. I run inside. I'm pissed. I go to my room and I don't open the door for almost the rest of the day, the night. The next morning I get up to go to the spot where Pablo would always pick me up, and I waited there with a friend of mine, and an hour passed and he was never late, and he never showed up. His brother showed up, and his brother said he was gone. He died in the night before in the car. After he left my house and he went up the hill to pick up somebody else to fill my spot, they got chased by the cops. And he was always getting away. He was a good driver. At 16, that dude could drive stick, you know. And he got away, or he tried to get away, and he didn't make it. He hit a mini truck. Back in the days, there were mini stompers, mini trucks that were lower, and then the stompers that were the Toyota 4x, big ones. And he hit one and went under it and killed himself and killed the girl next to him. And the guy that he picked me up or traded with me, he broke his legs, and or his arms. They were broken. It was a mess, and I lived. I lived because my mom went out there and said, "Get your ass inside." And he was so respectful, and we were all respectful to parents. If it was Pablo's mom, I'd be saying the same thing. That's how we were taught. You know what I mean? So the long story short is that little boy that said he was that mocoso and all that, and I cried yesterday, and I'm not taking nothing back. You know, I related to that. He touched me because I was there. I was that mocoso. I was doing those things, and I could have died in that car, and I didn't. I made it. And there were other times as I got older in life that I had those incidences, and my mom was here. She'll tell you every single one. She remembers. The barbershop incident, the house incident, I can go on and on. But I faced death a couple of times because of the trouble I put myself in. Not because I was out gangbanging, because it wasn't about that. And remember, just because we grew up in East LA, not everybody gangbang. This look here isn't because I'm from a gang. It's because it's a lifestyle. It's a custom. It's a culture. It's a culture of ours. You know what I mean? And I was a stoner. I had long hair. And there was a comment that back in the 80s, guys that were stoners with long hair transitioned into cholos. And it did. It's true. You're looking at one. And it's because I love the lifestyle. I love being from East LA and the proudness that we carry, because it's a very historical city. You know, people watch it on the movies and they talk about it. I hear it all the time. At Pino, the tree. I live 4 blocks away. You can see it right outside my mom's house, right, babe? Walk outside, you see it. I used to pee on it walking by, because I used to go through my days trying to go get and score and do all that at 3 in the morning. I used to stop to take a leak, and I tell her these stories in the rain. And I didn't think nothing back then. I was 16, 17, 18, 20, 21. You know, those days. I'm 50 now. So I ain't even trying to, be disrespectful, but that was my neighborhood. You know what I mean? And it wasn't, again, trying to hurt nobody back then either. It was just getting high and doing travieso stuff, being a mocoso. So those are the stories I have, and I have plenty more. Oh my God, I'm telling you, they're writing a book on me, right, babe? And Gina has stories as a girl side of growing up out there, and she can tell you. And I always tell her, we have to keep it safe. We have to keep it clean. We don't want to hurt nobody. No feelings. But please comment. Please give us some material, and we'll tell you, and we'll talk to you. And if something we say, sparks or you relate, that's what we're here for. We talked about it being a ministry, right? We're looking at this as something that we got on. We started something here that is bigger than just a channel and just YouTube, and it's bigger than that. My counseling was before I even got on YouTube. I wanted to counsel and help. And going to church, I wanted to do that. And we don't have a church, and we don't do none of that. But we got this channel, and this channel is helping other people. And we felt, and her daughter admitted and agreed that this was our calling. This was given to us by God. Like, He handed this to us to do this. And that's how serious it is. So for anybody out there who thinks different or is second guessing us or wants to keep commenting on where we're from and all that, because we got that again, it ain't about that. I ain't from nowhere. I got nowhere to tell you what gang I'm from or nothing. I don't. I'm sorry if you want me to be from somebody that somewhere that bad. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm from East LA, born and raised all my life. My mom was from Boyle Heights. My grandmother had a restaurant while she was a little girl. She had to quit school at 16 to help run the restaurant when my grandmother died in a car accident. And that's some real shit. So we come from that. And I'm not going to be ashamed or because somebody wants to continue to hit me up on where I'm from because I look like this or and then what? I'm supposed to put it away in a drawer and not be proud and walk my life, you know what I mean? Who I am? This is who I am. And I'm not going to change. I'm not going to stop being proud. I'm brown and I'm proud. And we have a culture, a beautiful culture. Right, babe? We're beautiful. And we need to show that. We have a good side. You know what I mean?
It's about our raza. You know, that's what it's about. Our people, you know, it's like you said, we're a culture.
I get heated, you know what I mean? Because I mean this, you know what I mean?
You know, we're a culture. And yeah, yesterday that, I don't know if you guys saw the expression on my face when I was trying to read a lot of the comments. So, you know, even me, I was hit up on the comments, you know, but, you know, I'm not ashamed of where I came from. I'm not proud of the things that I did, but I don't regret them either. I just feel I could have done better and I could have done better choices. And, but you know what? My experiences, they've helped me raise two beautiful, successful women. You know, they're amazing mothers.
Can we go on, babe? I'm just gonna mention something so they know I get an idea. Gina was 14 when she had her first baby.
Yeah.
And then 15.
I was 14 because my daughter was born in September, and 2 months later I turned 15. So basically, yeah, I was 14, and at 15 I had a daughter that was 2 months old. So, like I don't regret my kids. Never will I regret my kids. I'm like very proud of them. But maybe I would have had more opportunities if I would have waited with my kids. But you know,
they asked me this in school, at a high school when I spoke. If I was to go back in time, what would I change? It was a girl. And I got her and I said, come here, Mia. Stand up and come here. I brought her to the front of the class. And I said, that's the best question that I've gotten in, 4 or 5 years that I spoke? Because I had got it from adults, but not from a girl, a teenager. This was a high school. And I said, nothing. And they looked at me. It wasn't what advice I would give you. It's what would you have changed if you had to go back in time? And I said nothing. Because I believe that what I have done in my life has made me who I am today. If I didn't make those mistakes, if I didn't live that life, I wouldn't be the man I am here today. I am today to help others. Because then what advice would I have for them? What material would I have to give them? What blueprint would I have? Something I went to school and studied in a book, or some real life stories to give them that I've experienced? Because if somebody hasn't been married, then how are you going to give advice on marriage? Or if you haven't been on drugs, how are you going to tell somebody not to do them? What it feels like? You don't know. My dad was a heroin addict, and he was a counselor at Chalaco in City of Commerce for addicts, if anybody remembers that. And he counseled. And he was also, before he got busted and went to prison, he was a counselor, or asked to be a counselor at a high school. So that man had a brain, and he was smart, and he helped a lot of brothers out. So yeah, I wouldn't have changed, and I won't ever say I'd go back to change anything. This is who I am. This is what the East LA, the streets of the neighborhoods I grew up in. And I say neighborhoods because I was moving around, I don't know, 12 times, block to block to block. My mom, we one time moved and we had to walk down the street with market carts with all our stuff, and the homeboys helping us move from one house to another. That's how we lived. And when I came here to the valley, I bought a house in 2000. We still have the house. The kids still have it. I'm not there anymore. I'm with G, and we're going to be buying a second for us. but they still have their house. 20 years. They never had to move. They never had to put their stuff in a basket and move it down the street. That's some real shit. And I'm proud of that shit. I'm proud because I broke the cycle. I broke the chains. You know what I mean? Us as fathers, we have the power. We have the power of change. And we got to start putting that shit to use. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's some real shit. So that coming at me with where you from, I'm done tired of it. And I'm going to keep saying it in every video. I ain't going to stop. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing. You know, you can ask people about me. They'll tell you, that food don't bang. This food ain't for no one. You know what I mean? It's not about that. So I'm going to give you my knowledge and my history and my blueprint. And I hope it helps. And that's all I can do. Is just, I hope it helps you. You know what I mean? And that's Gina and I. And we got like 3 more minutes. So she's going to close this one out. You know, it was a great live and everything, and she'll close this out with 3 minutes, and then her next video we're gonna do on her lashes. She wants to present her lashes to you women, and even guys that want to buy them for their women. You know what I mean? Surprise them for Valentine's Day, Mother's Day. You know what I mean? Or send them her way and get their eyes done or their lashes. You know what I mean? It's all good. You know what I mean? And I like the comments that she's beautiful. I'm not hurt by it. It's not disrespectful. It's a compliment, and that's being secured in myself with my woman, my lady, my queen. We can go places to sit down, and I'm okay with it. I can get up and go to the restroom and come back and not worry about a thing, because she's a strong queen and she knows better. She's told me. If a guy tries to buy me a beer, I'll fucking send it back to him with a 6-pack. I'll send him a bucket back. Here. That's how strong she is. And that's called, it comes with age, I think. Security. You know what I mean? We're secure with each other. I know what I have. She knows what I have. You know what I mean? So G, 2 minutes.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and close out this video. And I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do another video on my lash line. So see you guys in a bit. Thank you so much, everybody. We love you. We're very appreciative of like all the comments and all the subscribers. And it makes us really, really happy. You guys have no idea. It makes us feel really happy because like we feel like we have like a lot of friends, you know, like we just have a lot of friends. And but you guys continue, hit that like button. What is my
party
granddaughter
line. Remember, it was a party line on the phone.
My granddaughter, she's 5 years old, and she's watches the YouTube Kids, so she says like go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button, and what else does she say? Turn on your bell notification.
Oh yeah,
and
we're learning
and share, and we're learning from the grandkids, right? So like they tell us.
So remember, we're getting a donation line, right, babe? A donation line,
yeah.
And we're gonna use the donations to give back. We're gonna buy gifts. And we're gonna give back to you guys.
Yeah.
So whatever you're donating to the channel is gonna go back to you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I wanted to do a club
That's
thing.
what we were talking about today.
Yeah.
Like, well, you know, I mean, if we had money, we'd buy the stuff and send it because we're very appreciative, you know, and he's very giving. Very, like, too giving. So
the other day she told me, stop, what are you giving? You want to give everybody. I said, like, what did I say? I caught myself, like 5 people. I said, give them a shirt. And I was going to take the box to the kickback, right? And give them out.
Yeah. So
And she's like, what are you doing?
We're supposed to be making money.
Selling them. They're $25 shirts. But I don't care. I don't care. As long as we put a smile on your face and make you happy and make you feel like we're real and you can call us. And I want to do a line. They say we can go live on a line. What else, babe? We want to do a lot of things.
Well,
you know
we were thinking we were also talking about this today because we didn't do anything. We just launched and ate, and we saw a couple of fights on ESPN
Oh yeah,
Plus.
we ordered some fights, huh?
Yeah, so we just launched it all day, and I was exploring YouTube. So, but then my grandson, he was telling me like, Grandma, make some merch, you know, with your sayings, like do 110%.
Oh yeah,
do
110%.
110.
Wow.
Wow.
She said,
yeah, with the wow. And like, are you serious right now?
So we're gonna do merch. We're gonna go see the lady.
We want to do merch, and then we want to put like the logos on it. So that should be
our sarapes. I called mom too. Mom's gonna do the sarapes for us. She's gonna. She loved the idea.
We're gonna pray for them.
She's gonna pray on them. So next week we'll go to Long Beach, pick up the sarapes, then go see her in East LA, get them done, and then I'll have sarapes. And then we didn't forget about the bottle and Alex, the T-shirt yesterday. Carlos, was it
Carlos?
Carlos? See, Carlos, I got you, Carlos. I didn't forget. Your bottle's right here, brother. Right here. Look at that. We got you, Carlos.
I'm gonna ship them out. Yeah. Like I said, I have
and the T-shirt for Alex
to ship out. So yeah. And I'm gonna ship them out next week, Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah. They'll be going out. I did get your guys' information. Thank you. I got the emails, and we'll be back. We'll be back with another video. So you guys have a blessed night, blessed week, blessed month, blessed year. Just blessings.
Have a good weekend. Hey, it's isn't it the Labor Day weekend?
Yeah, it is.
Have a good and safe weekend. You know what I mean? And and we'll see you guys Friday. We're gonna do a live. We need times. Remember, don't forget. Send us some times, right, babe?
Yeah.
So that we can get the times that are for everybody, that they can get home on Friday and then.
So remember, guys, comment, like, and share.
Type of music you guys want to hear. We'll play some music.
Please,
just like
subscribe.
Yeah, it'll be like hanging out with us at our pad or something. You know, play your music, games. We're gonna have more gifts. We're gonna do games.
We're gonna be more prepared. That was just like really raw. And
I didn't want to go live. I told her no. We're gonna make mistakes, and we saw the mistakes, but we covered them. We got them.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give each other time, so we're not stepping over each other on the talking, right, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we did get some of that.
Yeah, because they said I was rude because.
But it's not rude. No, it's just that's what she does. We don't know this. We don't know how to do this. This isn't us. Like this is new to us, and so she doesn't know that's being rude. I never looked at it being rude. You know what I mean? Because she doesn't do it when we're here. We're not doing that to each other. I'm speaking, she's listening, and then when I stop speaking, she goes and I listen. You know what I mean? So it's not. To
Lisa, I'm gonna do a live. I'm gonna do a live and answer your guys' questions. That was a very good idea. Thank you so much. So I will be doing that, and hopefully I can help. I love to help, so hopefully I can help a lot of women.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so we'll see you guys on the next video. Everybody have a good night, a blessed night, and enjoy your, what is it, Memorial or Labor weekend, or just enjoy your holiday weekend. Okay? Good night. Say good night, Dad.
Good night. Good night.